Hi, welcome back. My name is Ray Morris. I'm a founder and CEO of Dads for Special Kids, and this is part two of the 20 questions. I was going to say 20 questions. The next five questions, 6 through 10, and questions received from an individual working on their master's degree in education with the emphasis in behavioral analysis and basically working with autism. So I've received a lot of questions from individuals working on their master's degrees and also PhDs in regards to getting parents' perspectives of what they go through and what it's like. And so that's why I thought it'd be easier to just put a little video together to get some of the information out to people, and more people can view it, listen to it. And plus, I got tired of writing, so I let's do it this way. So, because writing, you just get one form of communication, and verbal, and you get the nonverbal language also along with the words. So, question 6 that she was asking me: have your child's communication skills improved since diagnosis? If so, in what way, and what interventions would you attribute this to? Well, for us, Zachary's communications is a lot better than it was when he was at age 3. A lot of that has just been maturity and growth and development, and then also just working with him on communication. My wife's great at communicating with Zachary. Zachary has a tendency, he communicates off of pitches, like musical pitches. And I'm tone deaf, so I'm out on that communication. But she's great with him. So he does a lot of those kind of things. He's looking for a particular shirt. One of his autism things is he loves shirts. He's got a bin of probably about 25, 35 shirts, and each one has a different sound to it than when he's saying what he wants. Like OCB, OCB, that's a particular shirt that he wants. I don't hear what he's saying, but she understands it, and she'll say it back exactly what it is. I'm hearing SAB, SAB, and she's hearing Papa shirt. So we're learning. Communication's a two-way street. So it's us learning Zachary and Zachary learning us and working on that. So I would say that's just been progressively getting better and better as he's getting older. I mean, he's 27 now, and it's enhancing, it's growing, because plus he's getting to be around different people and learning to communicate with them and them with him. So that would be the biggest thing. And what interventions? Nothing real specific for us. Like, communications board didn't work. Flashcards worked for a little bit, but basically it was Zachary, stand up, show me. Go show me what it is you want. You want something to eat. Get up, show me you want something to eat. Go show me which Thomas the Tank Engine card you want, or which video you want to watch. And working that way, or me taking that video card. He wants to watch Thomas Meets the Queen. Well, I would show it to him. Thomas, does anyone watch this? Thomas Meets the Queen? He goes, Queen, it's Queen. That means he wants to work. So that's what's really worked. And it's, dealing with ourselves too, is, not expecting him to communicate the way we do, but learning to communicate how he communicates. That's real key. And number 7, please share a bit about your child's interest and strengths. Zachary's interest is plain and simple. Wants to be loved and loved. He wants to be around people that are comfortable with him, and he wants to express his affection for you. And he wants to receive that affection back in his way. So that's the biggest one. His interest: Thomas the Tank Engine, Barney, Blue's Clues, Bear in the Big Blue House, Sesame Street, ABC. What's the one he loves to watch in the mornings? Mr. Rogers. Loves Mr. Rogers. So he likes those kind of things. He likes to just be in his room watching a show with his trains, his pictures. Loves pictures. So if you guys got pictures you don't want, send them to me. He loves pictures. And he just looks at them. Doesn't matter what they are, people, sceneries, but he just loves looking at pictures. And a lot of those pictures are memories to him. We've noticed, especially of our family. You know, he remembers a picture of him and Tyler when they were little. Has, you know, we go up to Grandma and Papa's house. He has a picture that reminds him of that, and he'll pick it up and go, Grandma, Papa. And so I mean, it keeps us living in memories too, which is good because we're reflecting on those constantly because that's where he's at. So we try to take new pictures and stuff like that for him that he likes. Um, and his strength is just genuine. He is who he is. You know, there's no facade. There's no pretending to be anything else. He's just content with who he is. You know, there's times he comes downstairs like on Sundays when football's on. He'll come down and watch football. He's bouncing up and down on the couch. You know, go offside, you know, and there's a penalty. So he likes those kind of things. He likes to be around people around us. So number 8, please share a bit about what causes your child the most frustration or anxiety. That would be transition, plain and simple, and transitioning to something new that's outside of the norm. Like Saturdays, that's Zachary's down day. He goes to his adult day program during the week, even when he was in school. I got that in the week, Monday through Friday, we're doing that. Saturdays, I'm going to lay around. We call it lazy butt day. He's just wants to lay around in his room, watch his shows, play with his trains or his animals, or look at pictures, and that's it. That's his decompressing. And if we all of a sudden try to do something on that day, like, hey, we're going to go to a movie, or we're going to go to see Grandma and Grandpa, that's a rough transition. You know, we can't like come over to your house for a barbecue. We would get to your house, and Zach would be okay for about 5-10 minutes. Then after that, boom, he wants out of there because he's not familiar with it, and there's going to be something he wants that he doesn't have there. Like one particular time, we went up to saw my wife's folks, and we're up there going to be up there like 5 days. We packed everything that we could think of that we're going to need, you know, all his movies and all that. We got up there, he wanted Thomas Hobbs on board. We didn't have Thomas Hop on board. Everything stopped from there. He was fixated, hop on board, peace, hop on board, repetitive. We would try to transition him, shift him to something else, wouldn't work. Next morning, he gets up, he wanted that. So we deal with that. That's one of his most frustrating because he's anxious, he's not happy. We become anxious because we can't move on. And he's constantly right there in your face asking about it. You know, he'll come right up to your face and just, peace, hop aboard, peace. And his tone will get louder and louder until pretty much he's screaming. So that's one of the frustrations. And, you know, another one is when he's around people he doesn't know or they don't know how to communicate with him. So number 9, what kind of school did he attend? We were in the Paradise Valley School District here in Phoenix, Arizona. He was in it the whole time. Kindergarten, early intervention, all the way through till he aged out at age 22. And I will say over the years, we had great teachers. We had great aides. There was only 1 or 2 years that was rough. And I attribute that to is our involvement with them is always working with the teachers saying, hey, what can we do to help you care for our child? What do you need? What can we do for it? Not going to them saying, fix our child, fix it, it's your responsibility, or just dumping them off to them. It was a relationship, willing to work with them. IEPs always pretty good. And because we pretty much accepted Zachary and knew his limitations, and we knew that he's never going to live it on his own. He's never going to write his name. He's never going to really have a job. You know, we desired for him to have one, but he didn't have the skill sets or the ability to do that. So I think that's one of the biggest things is you got to be involved in a positive way with the school. Don't go to battle against the school, but collaboratively work together. What's in the best interest of my child so they can reach their potential? And figuring out what that potential is. You're going to see the potential at one level. Teacher may see it in another. The specialist may see it in something else, but working together to find that. Okay. Number 10. What changes have you made in the school since he was diagnosed? For us, there really wasn't any. It was just a continual working on what Zachary could work on. Like our dream someday would be that he would be potty trained. He'd be able to go to the bathroom by himself. No, he's still incontinent. So that was one thing we would love to work with, but nothing really changed as life went on. He started had grand mal seizures, working with the school on when he had a seizure. What was the school's policy for procedures versus what we wanted to do? Like we wanted Zachary to be ventilated when he had a grand mal seizure because he real went apneic, which he stopped breathing. He got real blue. Well, blue is cyanosis. Brain cells are going to die. So we wanted him to be breathed. So we had an ambu bag, which goes over the face, and you squeeze a bag and breathe for him. So I worked with the school, worked with the teachers, worked with the aides, and how to do that. Zachary would have a seizure. He'd be at school. They would do the best that they could. I would follow up later with them, go up to him. How are you doing? What was it like when Zachary had the seizure? How did that make you feel? What did you do? And work with them so later on when he would have another one, they would be more prepared to handle the second one because they had some experience already in the first one. And so they were more effective. Their stress level went down. Zachary got better care because they were more proficient. So that's how we worked with it. You know, as things changed, we changed with it and worked what can we be most effective with. So, all right, well, that's 6 through 10. I'll